it's 1.5 megawatts, and it's probably going to go in around $4.50 a watt. So certainly, anytime you can get a pool of people together, it just helps, definitely.
When you were talking about leasing a rooftop, now do you get 100% return on that money, or is it still the 5% overage?
Oh, okay. You talk commercial applications here. No, you get 100% of
So
it.
that'd be,
That's right. And depending on what agreement you negotiate with Edison or whoever the utility is, they'll have some standard ones, but it's like any piece of business. It's open for negotiation. You may or may not get what you asked for, but they certainly do have their standard rates, and that price does keep going up. They've got it built into their 20-year contracts where there is a price increase on the power that you're selling to them every year based on that concept of annual inflation rate for power. They're willing to give it to you because they want to charge it to everybody else.
Do you see that happening in places? Is that a factual thing that's going on? Is leasing rooftops and?
Yes, well, Edison just got granted the right that they're going to be going, they got so many rooftops that they're going after, and they're telling them you don't put power on that roof. We're putting power on it. You can't stop. They're literally going to appropriate that roof, those roofs.
Wow. I said, wow.
Yeah.
They're going to dictate what you do with your roof.
Well, you guys got to look at it this way. Back to the, we're talking national security here. Okay, we're talking about Western economy versus Eastern economy here. We're talking about the Asian bloc versus what's left of us, right? Whatever company or whatever corporation, country, whatever, can tool up to the new standard fastest, that economy will run the most efficient. And we're literally racing. China is a little bit better off in some ways because they're a bit of a dictatorship. They can make things happen, whereas we'll sit there and argue about them for a year. Okay, that's where it's nice to have a king. You know, you can have some things happen very fast, and without question, they are going ahead and putting up that whole infrastructure for vehicles. And now all of a sudden, they don't care what's going on in Persia. They don't care what's going on in Nigeria because they don't need that oil anymore. And if we don't get up to speed and set aside party politics or regional politics or whatever, America might not be the best place to live.
So how can we go about to try to help our region in that sense?
Well, I'd say if you're a solar contractor, don't be so darn greedy.
don't be what?
Don't be so darn greedy.
Oh.
Green.
And I'd like,
a lot of solar contractors are charging way more than what these systems are really worth.
I just like to say, he's serious when he says that, because I just signed up to have an installation done at my house, and it was very, very reasonable compared to other companies. And I'm going to be there to support him and to help drive more business toward him, and see if I can't find other people that want to work and help out, subcontracting, whatever else. So I just want to applaud Kevin for what he's adding to the community.
Without going into my life's background or family history, I'm actually motivated by this national security. And as a general contractor, I'm in a position where I can affect some change. We literally are modifying companies that compete against us. There's been some gnashing of teeth, to say the least. But you know what? Hey, I want to get these systems up on as many roofs as possible. I really like California. I'm from Washington State, but I really like California. I really like America. I've lived in other places. And we need this technology. We do. And we need it at a price that's affordable. It's not going to be any good if these systems go up so that contractors can drive monster trucks with balloon tires at 80 miles an hour down the road. It's not what it should be about. It's almost such an important thing that you wouldn't want to leave it over to the people. But, you know, we are a free enterprise capitalistic society, and so this is the way it's coming to us. But to affect these things, everybody start looking at that power bill and start figuring out how can I offset this energy with energy efficiency measures first up, and then generating some power too.
Excellent.
You really securing your region's future.
So what's it gonna take to make, to at least help Santa Barbara set the example? Like, what's gonna make the biggest impact? Getting big businesses to cover their rooftops, or getting your community to do it?
The biggest thing that the region can do is change the building codes. Then all of a sudden it's no longer an arbitrary decision whether you want to be doing these things. It is literally mandated.
It's like in San Francisco, like
Exactly.
you're saying?
Yeah,
Right.
we
So
got
what
into.
does it take? A petition, or like?
Well, you got the Green Resource Council. Is that what it is here locally? They've got that. Their motto is fossil free by 33.
Exactly, yeah.
Those guys are right on track. Yeah. Make sure phone up all the people that get voted into office.
Not yet.
And let them know what your position is, right? Inform groups, whatever it takes. I mean, there was no environmental movement before the Santa Barbara oil spill, right? This is how you need to do it. The thing is you're looking at, you're up against vested interests. You're looking at major capital wanting to centralize this stuff wherever it can. I know because my cousin is one of the original partners of one of the engineering companies that they go to when they need to do those kinds of mega projects. I know how global engineering works. I know how the IMF works with global engineering and so forth. It's a real challenge for you guys. But it's what you're up against.
Gonna have a booth at Earth Day downtown?
Probably not, because we're going to stay close to the U.S. Green Building Council's trailer in down in Ventura. Just because we still want it, sponsorship into it.
Okay. Well, first I'd like to thank Kevin for showing up doing this. Excellent job.
Thank you.
And you have not seen the last of Kevin. He's going to be around here. I'm going to make sure of it too. As you look at, if you go back to my website, thepersonalpowerproject.com, you'll see three distinct areas. Personal power, which is really what Kevin's talking about as far as decentralization, getting us all to the point where we're saying, hey, you know, we've got a lot more in our pockets and a lot more self-sustained avenues for us. The other part of that is corporate power. It's not like we want to live in a world where we just try to get rid of everybody out there, the corporations, because we need them. We need them, but we need them as we are willing to use what they have to offer and not be, you know, kind of taken over by them. And this is an opportunity for us to get back our power, our say-so in what these corporations do by being able to be self-sustainable, having the technology to make it on our own. And then thirdly, in the Personal Power Project, you'll see the portion of the power of our word. Nothing starts, nothing works until we get out there and say and breathe into what's going to happen and what we're going to do about it, and our ability to keep our word and stick with it. So I just want to thank you all for showing up here today. I think that John has got a little bit more he wants to talk about before we're through here.
Yeah, just a few minutes.
Sure, why don't you come on back up, John?
Actually, Mary's just going to do it.
Okay, great. And then after that, if you guys want to hang out for whatever you can, want to get out of here, that's fine.